So do you feel like your homeschool days sometimes need a makeover? Maybe an extra cup of coffee? Maybe just change the students? Change the teacher? Do you ever feel like you're missing some secret that other homeschool moms must have figured out because you've just got to be missing something? Well, in addition to that extra cup of coffee, let me tell you about the 3 best homeschool techniques you can use in your homeschool, no matter the style of homeschooler you are, whatever curriculum you use. These 3 techniques for doing your homeschool, whatever it is that needs doing in your homeschool, will help you stay connected with your kids, help them stay on track with their work, and just generally have the day run better and the week. So let's get started with the 3 best homeschool techniques. Hi, I'm Misty Winkler, homeschool mom of 5 kids and also a homeschool grad myself, as was my husband. So we know a thing or two about the homeschool lifestyle. We've been homeschooling now for 12 years. Our oldest is 16. And in these years, and also in my years as a homeschool student, I wanted to share the 3 homeschool techniques that will help you keep your days running smoothly, more connected with your kids, and getting more work done better. They work regardless of curriculum, regardless of style, whether you have a schoolroom or not. None of those things matter. Homeschooling with these 3 pieces in your schedule will help your homeschool run better. So let's dig in. Technique number 1 that you need in your homeschool is morning time. Now, different people call this different things. It might be morning time, it might be circle time, morning basket, Bible time, together time, table time. The name is not important, but the technique, the homeschool technique that makes this work is everyone gathered together as one of the first things that you do in your school day. Sometimes math is still first. We do breakfast and chores first, and some kids get a start on math or piano, but the main thing that we start off with is morning time. It brings us all together, and we get started with those shared family culture sorts of things, but it also builds that connection and sets the tone for the rest of the day. Whereas if people go off with their math first and just start on their own separate things, it's very hard to bring people together, and it's very hard to manage the overall tone or mood of the day when there are a lot of kids doing a lot of different things, getting themselves maybe worked up into frustration or something over their work. Better is to start the day deliberately setting the tone together. Your morning time can be short, 20 minutes, half an hour. Some people's morning times takes 2 hours or more because they're getting, after they get started together, they stay together and do a lot of their things together in that space and time. The amount of time and what subjects or books or what things you do during the time doesn't matter so much as starting off the day together. Our morning time is short and just gets our day started off with those things that really matter most and the things that do set the tone for the rest of the day. Prayer, singing, scripture. What matters is that you start together in a way that brings people together and builds those connections, and where you as the mother are deliberately setting the tone for the rest of the day. That's technique number 1. Technique number 2 is a weekly meeting. This is one-on-one, whereas morning time is everyone all together. A weekly meeting is one-on-one time with each child once or twice a week. There have been years where we have done this regularly and years where we have not done this at all and years where I've said I was going to do it and it didn't actually happen. And through all of those experiences, now I can tell you it makes a big difference. A Monday meeting is where you can go over last week's work if you need to decide what maybe needs to be added or changed on this next week's checklist. You can go over the schedule for the week, things that they need to know or do to be prepared for the week. Mainly, it's the way for you and your student to get on the same page together about the work that needs to be done. I have found that this practice cuts down on the resistance and the arguing over every little thing every day on the checklist. When we can come together, sit down together as a team and look at that week and say, these are the things that are happening. These are the things you need to do. It's again, just setting that mood, setting that tone, setting those expectations in a together team, working together sort of atmosphere. So it's another tool, another homeschool technique that allows us to shape and determine the atmosphere, the expectations, and the feel of our homeschool day. Number 3 is another practice that does that same thing, and it is an agenda board. I've also called this a chore board, maybe it's a calendar board, some sort of chalkboard, whiteboard, poster board, some kind of place where information can go for everyone. When information that people want to know is clearly and publicly posted, it cuts down on questions because you can say, go look at the board until they stop asking you and just go look at the board. It will take a while, but it will happen. Some of the things that we have put on our agenda board, our chore board, have been everyone's daily chore expectations, chore checklists, a daily routine or flow chart, which helps everyone know what's happening when, a overview calendar for the week, so people know what's happening in the week. Sometimes I even include the menu plan for the day on there so people can just look instead of ask. Having some kind of announcement board for your family helps with cutting down the questioning. It helps by opening up communication and helps everyone feel like they know what's going on, so it eliminates some of the uncertainty, some of the anxiety. And again, it's another technique that just helps the day go smoothly because we do want our children to be independent learners. And that means giving them some information and a feeling of being in charge. That does not mean arguing over every little thing, but it means doing the next thing. And each of these 3 homeschool techniques are really all about bringing everyone together, working together as a team, and informing everyone of what they need to know to do the right next thing. So those are my top 3 tips for the best techniques to homeschool better. Do you already use any of these techniques? If so, share in the comments below and give us your tips that have helped you build them in with consistency. Share in the comments below, connect with other homeschoolers, and hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell, give this video a thumbs up, and learn more about morning time and these other techniques by clicking the link in the comments below. I'll be back next Monday with more homemaking and homeschooling tips and tricks. That's why you want to subscribe, and I'll see you next Monday.